So I had a week to concept, write, and edit the launch of an in-game skin for one of the biggest names in Call of Duty esports. And this is the thinking behind the curation of our launch trailer and our long-term social strategy. I'll tell you why you might not want to use traditional industry strategies, how two psych theories helped us and could help your social media blow up, and how paying attention to this one part of your ideal customer can give you so much clarity for your product marketing efforts. My name's Nishane, editor turned writer turned strategist and now founder of this studio that somehow pulled in 1 billion views, but let's dive in. First, you'll need to understand the norm of esports marketing before I tell you what actually happens in a fan's mind. See, for the most part, every esport title like Call of Duty, Valorant, and even Rocket League have two pools of players within the entirety of the player base. There's casual players and what I call pro-aware players. The casual players are people that play the game and have no clue that the pro circuit exists, and the pro-aware players are tapped into the community and know the pro teams. Now this differs from title to title, like Call of Duty has magnitudes more casual players than say Counter-Strike, due to the nature of the game, but the ratio still exists in some form. Now the issue is that most content and marketing is geared towards the pro-aware players, which, don't get me wrong, is very much needed to nurture your audience. But doing just that means you'll see little to no growth on your social media, because the reality of the journey from casual player to pro-aware player looks like this. Almost everyone starts off as a casual fan of the game title, whether that be Call of Duty, Apex Legends, Valorant, you name it. And then through exposure using globally appealing content from YouTube and TikTok, they gradually get exposed to the entire ecosystem of said game, the different modes, creators, pro circuit, and community. And this is exactly what I saw when I worked on my first esports account many years ago and took them to over 1 million followers. But again, most content out there is meeting people at the far right of the awareness spectrum, when in reality, you'll need to meet them at the far left and guide them through to become fans of you. Now, knowing that we had to meet everyone on the left and the incredible design team at Faze letting us know that the new skin was ready to go, it was clear what the message had to be. See, Call of Duty has many communities within the global game. You've got your multiplayer fans, zombies fans, and Warzone fans, and I needed a way to speak to all of them. Which is when I realized one of the greatest feelings of gaming back in the day was being a part of a clan. You could have been playing Halo, World of Warcraft, but especially within the Call of Duty community, clans were huge, like FaZe Clan. And being a part of something bigger than you, I believe, is a massive need for gamers these days, and especially in the times we live in, where we lack camaraderie. And so the vision became clear, which is why paying attention to your ideal customer's intangible needs can give you so much clarity on your messaging. And so the North Star for a launch trailer was 3 words: you're never alone. Now, taking inspiration from one of my favorite movie montages of all time, where Logan and his brother are running through time in different eras, I pictured 2 Faze skins that fight through the different game modes, and the 2 have each other's back in different fight sequences, with the final shot being a globe where players are popping up and communicating that you're never alone, because anyone that uses this skin is to be trusted on the battlefield. And this way, we're speaking to the entirety of the player base instead of just the competitive fans. So with that single vision, my team and I got started on the trailer, and I promised to show you the final product. But now the second step of our plan was figuring out the long-term organic strategy, because a trailer alone doesn't do much. And this is when 2 psych theories that I've been pushing and using for years come into play, and how you can apply them to your social media. The first being the mere exposure effect, which is the tendency for people to develop a preference for things simply because they've encountered them before. Because the brain associates the familiar with safety and positive outcomes, and the way advertisers use it, especially in the beverage space, is by repeatedly showcasing a product everywhere. But the way I see it being used with organic social media is a little different. See, the goal of the exposure effect is to build brand equity, and my definition of brand equity in relation to social media is the accumulated recognition and trust a media brand has built with its audience over time through consistent visual identity and reliable value delivery. By now, everyone has seen Mr. Beast's face and immediately recognizes it and ties it to a feeling of entertainment. In the biz space, Alex Ramosi and his tank top is literally in every piece of content, and because he consistently delivers value, seeing his face on something usually has a positive association. We've even got the yellow dude in the fitness space. It's also the same effect we've been using on our documentary channel with consistent colors and episode titling to signal that hey, you know us and we've showed you a good time before, so this new experience will be good as well. Because attention is extremely difficult to capture, especially on short form feeds, so having that edge goes a long way. And for Faze, the familiar looking skin showing up on your feed is tied to a distinct feeling, and that feeling is tied to the next theory because consumers are smart and know what an ad is. And in reality, promoting too hard can sometimes bring negative feelings towards the product and brand, which is why the reciprocity theory is a beautiful thing. See, we couldn't just make videos on the skin and post cool pictures every week because 1, that's just boring, and 2, it would get like 3 views. So this is how we're getting millions of views a month, months after launch, and getting purchases like Alec did this morning, which I hope is true, Alec. So the reciprocity theory basically says when someone gives us something, we feel obligated to give it back, and this was proven across many societies and studies. But now the question was, how do we give players something for free through a screen? And that's when I landed on ascension, entertainment, and community. With esports titles, getting good at the game for players is a natural want. So most of our videos are education by nature to help players gain an edge on the game and ascend their skill. We mix in entertainment here and there to keep their feed fresh, and of course push for that community and camaraderie because that is our core message. Now, combining all this creates a traditional sports fan exchange where fans buy the jerseys of their favorite players. But in our case, it's a digital jersey that you rep on the battlefield. And the best part is that even casual fans who still aren't pro aware can still watch our videos and rep our colors. The goal is to merge the game world with the Faze world, and the people that resonate with that are our true fans. Now, of course, it's not just the videos alone. The incredible feats the players achieve on the main stage, the social engagement through X, and everyone involved at the org has a hand in growing the brand, and that's why year over year the Faze skin has been a top 3 bundle, and hopefully if you're a COD fan, you'll pick it up now as well. But without further ado, here is the final product of our Faze Vegas launch trailer for their in-game skin bundle for Call of Duty Black Ops 7, that's a mouthful, which actually still plays on the official CDL broadcast this season, which is super cool to see. Enjoy.
Oh great, this again! Oh, they're gonna dig this.
Enemies up in my sight. They better run for the night. They run when we show up, cause we load up, then we pow, pow, pow.
Finish the mission.
Hoorah!
Can I get some help?
On the way! Look out, freak bag!
Rising, they climbing, they guarantee we never stop.
It's you and me against the world.